is. New album is called Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs. Just dropped on Friday. They're going to play March 8th at the world-famous Agora. That's a Friday night. Perfect. AgoraCleveland.com for all the details. Tickets here for you. Caller 10-2 for Alkaline Trio. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
We now return to something barely worth your time. Already in progress.
The whole thing is f***ing pointless.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
You know, for some of us, the Talking Heads never really went away, but they have had a bit of a resurgence because of the 40th anniversary of Stop Making Sense, which was their concert film. The late Jonathan Demme directed it. It's considered one of the best concert films of all time. And so they premiered the documentary at the Toronto International Film Festival, and then they were putting it in some theaters around the country. One of my wife's favorite bands, I love them too. When David Byrne was doing American Utopia on Broadway a couple of winters ago, I took her for her birthday, splurged on some second row tickets, and it was, I'm not a theater guy, but it was one of those rare, genuinely transformative live performances. It was just unbelievable. And Live Nation, which I can never remember if they're affiliated with this company or not, but people get bought and sold, and I don't know. Live Nation offered the Talking Heads $80 million to reunite and tour, and they politely declined. I'm not surprised. I mean, for a long time, they didn't all get along. Well, the other three didn't like David Byrne because he had kind of turned the Talking Heads into the David Byrne Project. And by his own admission, as they've all gotten older and he's softened, he's like, yeah, I was a really hard person to get along with because I had a very specific idea of what I wanted the band to sound like. So I think since then, they've all kind of softened, or he has, and they've all kind of kissed and made up. They were all together at the Toronto Film Festival for the Stop Making Sense thing. And so the Talking Heads are one of those bands that have been like, that's the Mount Olympus for a lot of people of getting a band to reunite, especially given the fact that there was so much acrimony when they split up. So Live Nation flashed $80 million in front of these guys to reunite and go on a reunion tour. And they said, no,
thank you.
Well, we're not going to.
Yeah.
I mean, David Byrne's been doing his own thing for a long time. Jerry Harrison he's a big producer. You know, he's produced a lot of great albums. He produced, albums from Live.
It's a good place to be where you can turn down $80 million.
Yeah.
Where you say, nah, I'm all right.
Tina Weymouth and Chris Franz have been married for a long time. I think they're still married. They were the married couple in the band. And so they said, we'll give you $80 million to do 6 or 8 festival gigs. So it wasn't even like they were going to be like in Des Moines, Iowa on a Tuesday and Coeur d'Alene, Idaho on a Friday. You know what I mean? Playing a local theater. They're like, we'll give you 80. Now, granted, $80 million, you got to cover everything. You know?
Oh.
It's not like they each pocket $20 million.
Right.
But it's a lot of money. But it is
put together a pretty good tour.
Yeah, it is nice
And
to
then the
be in
t-shirts.
that situation. The merch alone.
Mm-hmm.
They were uninterested aside from the offer, I guess. They were uninterested in appearing at Coachella. The guy who puts Coachella together went up to talk to them when they were in Toronto last fall and kind of, pick their brains, get a vibe check on them. And he was like, I did not get the sense that there was any desire to go back out. I mean, they are all a lot older. They're all 70. I mean, how old is David Byrne? David Byrne is 71 years old. And he's doing his own thing. So Coachella reportedly offered them $10 million just to do that. And that would just be money for them because you might have like your own little crew, but you're not paying a road crew. Because there's a house crew for a festival. But that's a lot of money. And, they are one of those bands where people are like, when they ask people, what's a long time broken up band that you'd love to see reunite? Talking Heads are always top 5. Paramore released a cover of Burning Down the House today, somebody said. Again, I think that's what's that?
They're so innovative. I love them.
Well, no, I don't think it's innovation. It's if you're a band and you're a fan of another band, you go, we love this song.
It's fun to do
it's fun
cover,
to do.
yeah. Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
All right, hold on. Those of you listening on the podcast won't hear it, but Well, this is a full-on tribute to the Talking Heads. This is just one track from it.
Watch out. You might get what you have to. Cool babies. Strange but not a stranger. I'm an ordinary guy. Burning down the house.
See, I think they're smart to not mess with it.
Yeah, they're just doing
Do a cover.
tribute. Yeah.
Do a cover. Yeah. Well, good for them. Yeah, Tina Weymouth and Chris Frantz are 73 and 72, respectively. So they're all, around 70. I was thinking of Poundcake, too, because in his quest, I don't know if it rises to, let me give away this music for money, rather. And I'll start right back there. This is $1,000, your second to last chance to win today, the grand from the Buzzard bookie. So I hope you do. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Bonus. That's bonus. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
I don't know if it rises to the level of a quest, but Poundcake's attempts, meager as they might be, to find another job. I couldn't help but think of him. Chipotle is doing a massive hiring blitz because it's burrito season. You know how they'll hire seasonal help at department stores around Christmas?
Well, I mean, a lot of people start, a mommy burrito and daddy burrito. They fall in love around Thanksgiving,
It's
and then the
cuffing
gestation
season.
period is about this long. So then you get all these baby burritos born in February and March.
Oh, so the burrito gestation period is far less than a human baby.
Of course.
You're talking 3-4 months. Okay,
Yeah,
I just wasn't clear. I knew it wasn't as long. I didn't know how short it was.
Yeah.
See, that's valuable information. You're not going to learn that on campus.
Nope. You have to come to the Alan Cox Show to get brainwashed with that nonsense.
Mom, I learned about burrito gestation periods today. And you get smacked.
Well, were the burritos married? I want them to be good Christian burritos.
Long as it wasn't a burrito and a taco.
Have you watched Ted, the series?
No, I keep trying to scoot my wife over to it, and she's just not feeling it.
The lady that plays the mom is so freaking funny.
Oh, Alana Ubach.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's my buddy's ex-girlfriend.
She was in Waiting back in the day. And
That's where I met her. They were both in that movie.
She was she's so funny in that series.
Yeah.
She kills me.
She does a lot of cartoon voices, too. She's good.
The cast on that show is great. The guy that plays the dad too, Maddie, he's great. It's a good show. I laughed my ass off watching that show. It's stupid, but it's funny.
Yeah, I think I just need to dive in and start watching it. Yeah. Anyway, Chipotle says they're going to hire 19,000 employees ahead of a busy burrito season. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Busy burrito season.
Now, obviously, as in any seasonal work,
as people start giving up on their New Year's resolution,
right,
burritos come back into focus.
Plus, these are people who will each be fired immediately as soon as burrito season is over, so God knows how long that is. But
I wonder, again, people who work there, I understand that you get sick of the food. Like, I remember my stepsister used to work at McDonald's, and she said she never used to work at McDonald's because she could eat there all the time if she wanted to. Do people feel like that? Like if they ate Chipotle before they became an employee of Chipotle, and now that they work there, do they still eat the food all the time? Do they love it just the same now that they're an employee, or are they sick of it? Because I feel like I would never.
I don't know.
I have already.
I don't know that anybody gets sick of free food.
Who says it's free? They probably.
They probably give you.
You might get a shift meal.
Yeah,
I remember,
like a lunch.
I was gonna say I remember when I was making smoothies and crepes. They were like, your food is 50% off, like, and we think that's generous. And I was like, oh, 50% off, okay. But it wasn't.
That's pretty cheap.
I never worked for any place that gave you free food. Now, if you,
I think a lot of places do. You get like Bill said, you get a shift meal.
Chipotle workers check in.
Right, let us know.
So, sometimes you have to work a certain amount of hours to get it, but like if you work 6 hours or 8 hours.
They'll give you just enough hours to not get the free food.
You worked an hour, that's not even worth one of our burritos now. Our prices have gone up.
So they say that their busiest period is from March to May, and they call it burrito season. And they're going to be hiring 19,000 more crew members company-wide. And they're also instituting an employee assistance program that offers mental health counseling and financial wellness benefits, like student debt. You get any of your student debt?
Mine's all taken care of.
No, but Poundcake, you getting any of yours
forgiven,
relieved or whatever? Yeah.
No,
I keep seeing waves of.
I keep hearing that, but as far as I know, I feel like that would be something that they would tell you, right? Because I keep getting mine's. I don't have to pay on mine till 2025, but if it was forgiven, wouldn't they let me know? Because they have all my information. So I can't, I don't believe it. Anyway, I think that's all just like political stuff. I think this is all happening right around the time of the election, so people think that the people in power are doing something. I don't know anyone who got all of their debt wiped out, except for, what's his name, on the boat. He's the only person I know, but he was older.
Oh, Chet.
Chet, yeah. He got his debt wiped out, but I don't know anybody my age, because everyone I know, I think I have the least amount. I only owe $30,000. So I think they would be the last to, relieve mine. I know I have friends that have hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt.
Alan, the burrito gestation period is more like 6 to 12 hours, although it can be much shorter depending on
that's
how much
that's
hot
just
sauce
poop.
I used.
We're talking about burrito babies, not just pooping them.
Burrito baby, you drive me crazy. Yeah, he's talking about an individual situation. Alan, I worked at Chipotle for 2 years. I didn't grocery shop once during that time. Wow. I worked at Chipotle, ate it free every day. By the time I was done working there, it took me 2 years to eat it again.
That's what I'm saying. And is he like 500 pounds?
Well, they didn't tell me that.
Well, I
probably not. It's just because you eat it every day doesn't mean you eat the most. Like,
especially if that's all you're eating that day.
Yeah, if you just have one burrito a day, or you have, a reasonable amount of food.
A few more burrito seasons, and there won't be brown or white rice. We'll have beautiful beige-colored rice.
There we go.
Yeah. Alan, I worked at Taco Bell for 3 years and never got sick of the food. How could you?
Wow.
Oh, that's the dream. When it's all over
go
for me in
Taco Bell.
Yeah, when it's all over for me in showbiz, I think I'm gonna go work for Taco Bell.
Start working there now.
And you get Baja Blast for free.
No, I gotta get off that.
Why?
I haven't had Baja Blast in quite a while.
Step your weight up. It's
Baja
Blast.
It's so good, but it's the devil's sweat. I can't stand that stuff. Come on, man. I gotta be a functioning member of society here.
Poundcake, would you work at Taco Bell?
I would work at Taco Bell, Chipotle. Beggars can't be choosers right now. But I would prefer Chipotle.
Well, that one on 117th is always hiring. you're gonna take your life into your own hands. But it's worth it.
Bruh,
If you can start
lying.
sliding me burritos for free, it's worth it to have a hookup.
Got your life. I didn't realize.
Poundcake died doing what he loved,
Are all
stealing burritos.
Are all the Chipotles open till 11 p.m.? Because I just
Or later.
Nothing needs to be open till 11 p.m. I love Chipotle, but God bless those.
No, the one
workers.
near me closes at like 9, I
Bruh,
think.
the one.
What's over it's open
it's-
till 11.
It's till 11. I say, I know y'all don't need to be open till 11.
They don't need to be open to 11, and I guarantee if you go in there at 9, they're like, we're out of everything. Beat it.
Yeah, the latest I've gone, I think I went at like 9:45, and it was so weird because I felt like they were about to close, but I know that they're open till 11. So they had all the chairs up,
Yeah.
and it's no dine in. But they gave me this stare like, really, bruh? I'm like, sorry, I'm just getting off a little late.
Because what do they say when they're out of everything?
We out of that. On your ball.
On your bowl.
They're so frustrated. On your ball, and then they just take the little thing like, don't just slam my bowl down and spill my rice everywhere. Like, have some class.
On your bowl.
Your ball. But yeah, no Chipotle needs to be open till 11. But I
Well, you
appreciate
tell them.
I appreciate the effort.
Well, they're hiring a bunch of people, so look into it. If you want to go to a Cleveland Monsters game, I got 4 tickets for you. They're playing the Charlotte Checkers over at the Romo Field.